Hello, everybody, and welcome to kind of what I could all come up with as somebody who 100% of the game. I just made a giant list of tips and things that I think could help new players, and like people who've played a decent amount. Maybe they haven't heard or seen some of these things. I just thought, I kind of give my 2 cents. So the first I have is you shouldn't rely, at least in the early game, on the dealers. Like you shouldn't only have them dealing and you do other things. You should be dealing alongside them. And the reason for that is because they take not only a 20% like cut over the top, which really doesn't matter that much in the grand scheme of things, but the main problem is they take half the XP that you would normally get for making that same deal. And that slows progression a lot. So if you're going to use the dealers, which you should, you should definitely deal alongside them. Like don't only trust them to do the things. At least until you reach about like mid game when your level doesn't really matter and you're not like inhibited from being able to get things. Now the second thing I have is actually pretty much like the best movement thing that you can make and use for yourself. So it's just you take the Granddaddy Purple and then you put in and mix it with an energy drink. So you combine it and you mix and then we wait for that to be done. Then we go ahead and we add, and then we add the strawberry with this, and it'll be a random name for you, but it's the same thing. So then you mix it with the paracetamol, and the same way. Oops. There we go. And we wait for that, and you get two great effects on it, which you see in a moment. You get athletic and anti-gravity, as well as sneaky, which is kind of helpful. So you take this, and you want to use it, and this is really good for movement and getting around, especially in the early game, basically. So let's say, I mean, I don't know, let's say, like, I'm smoking it, and, to get the effects. Then, once you're done, you'll see you can run a lot faster, and you can also jump really far. You can get places extremely fast and reach places you normally can't. For example, you can get up on the places like this. You can jump from one place to the next. Missed that, but I mean you get the gist. Like it's just really handy for movement. If you also run up like a slanted object like that, and you kind of spam space, you can get like a super boost. You can jump from all the way from there to there. I mean you can do the same thing as long as you're coming up running from an angle. And you just kind of spam space. You can get a really nice boost. You can do that without this as well, but I mean, the boost you get is just, I mean, look at that. You can just fly. So yeah, there's that. Now, the next thing that I wanted to say is you should try to get a skateboard as early as possible, and preferably the golden skateboard, because it's better than most cars you'll get in the game. It's just better. It's also cheaper. And, I mean, you can kind of see, like, once you kind of get picking up the speed and everything. And also, I think the zero gravity is, yeah, it's definitely getting affected on top of this. So you can kind of multi-use it. I mean, you can just see how fast it is. It's really handy. But the only car you should really worry about ever getting, I would say, is the van. I mean, it comes in handy. Let me go skate over to the barn real quick to show you that that side of it. But it has, I don't remember how many slots exactly, but it just lets you be able to take things from place to place a lot easier. It's really handy. And also, you can see this effect lasts for a very, very long time. Like it's great. Like that'll last you, I don't know the exact amount of time, but it'll last you a while. Like if you keep like 5 on you, it's probably good enough for one day. But like, yeah, as you see, I got my workers here. But like the van, I mean, it holds, how many is this? 16 total slots that can hold 20 each. It's pretty good. Next, you should definitely make sure and try to get the trash bagger. Because it's just way better, especially in the early game. It's way better for picking up trash than just going one piece into the bin or one piece wherever. It's a lot better. Like for example, you can kind of see, like you just grab a bunch. Kind of depends what item you pick up, but like, and it'll fill it differently. But like, I mean, you just grab whatever items. Let's say it's just a bunch of junk that was in your home base. Look at that. See, now we're full. You take all that. Look at that. Imagine that's all plant fertilizer or whatever. I'll show you another trick with this. Well, so I'll drive back quickly to the bungalow, which I'm kind of using as my base of operations for this little video here. And you'll see another trick you can use with trash bags, which basically you can just stack everything in one area, and instead of filling up like a garbage bin like would normally with like, you know, a couple items, you can just take, it can be however many items, it could be hundreds of items that could be in one corner. Like for example, let's say these were all just sitting right here. You know, I'm just putting them in the corner because they'll stay nicer. But if I grabbed a trash bag, you can see I can just bag all of this at one time. And you can do that with however many items you want. So it's very, very handy. The next thing I got is when you order dead drops, it racks up debt. And then it means you can only order less the next time unless you've already paid it off. So my kind of trick for that is just to put a bunch of money in the dead drops, like to kind of prepay. It won't take it out until you've made the order, but let me go over here, hit this one real quick. So yeah, I already have some money in here, but like let's say I drop, you know, a couple thousand in there, and let's say I ordered a dead drop from him, and then let's say I wanted to order, here we go. Let's say I wanted to order a bunch of these, like 10, you know, my mat or whatever. There we go. And then it's just, it'll say, you know, got you. It'll be ready whenever, and then immediately deducts the amount. It's very, very handy. You know, it just helps you not have to worry about coming back here. But obviously in an early game, if you don't have extra cash on hand, you don't have to do it. There's really no downside to waiting that I've seen, besides not being able to purchase as much in one setting until you paid it off. The next thing is the first worker you should get is the botanist. I mean, it is above and beyond the best worker for all categories. Like the trash bag or the grabber or whatever. There's the chemist, but the botanist is easily the best. They just kind of help to automate things that are really tedious in the early game, especially with the plants. It's annoying to sit there and, you know, chop them and, you know, harvest, fertilize, water, plant, everything. They just automate that for you. Next is if you go to the casino, which is it time? Okay, casino's not open yet. I'll wait on that one. You should also hit ATMs. So let me show you first this. Right over here, this bat will be basically just sitting right here, and it's free for you whenever you want it. You just go grab it. It's also really good for defending from people who are trying to attack you. But yeah, if you ever see an ATM, especially in the early game, and you don't have that much money, you just run up to it, you hit it, and normally, I think it gives you between $20 and $50. So it's not the most. It's not like a sheer ton of like money, but you know, it adds up, especially when you don't have that much to start. I could hit this one. This is one of my customers here. He's a little messed up. But yeah, you can just hit. See, this one gave me a lot more. It's a solid amount of money. Alright. Next thing is if you make a deal with somebody. I don't have any product bagged right now, but let's say I made a deal with Peter here, and he got 3 of these. Sometimes you can go right behind him and you can pickpocket for your stuff back. So you can see he already has some product from one of my dealers, and you can pickpocket for it back. I'm not going to do that, but you can basically get your product back sometimes. Next, you should always pickpocket when you can, especially in the early game. Because, I mean, for example, if imagine you get your product back, you know, you don't have much. It's nice. I've had it, for instance, where I had one night where I had like 2 or 3 pieces, and I didn't have enough to make all the deals that I wanted to make. And the only way that I was able to make all those deals was by pickpocketing my product back. So it's just really handy. Also, if you're gonna give your product to dealers, you should always give it to them in jars. The moment you can, like the moment you get jars unlocked, you should be giving it to them in jars. Let's see if Benji's here so I can show you. Oh, yeah, here he is. Benji. So you can see he just has his stuff in jars. Jars store everything in 5, which is just really nice because it makes the amount of total items smaller, so more stuff can fit on shelves. You might be like, oh, what about putting them in bags? What if you don't want to sell 5 at one time? Well, the dealers will actually do that for you. They will bag whatever they need to automatically, so you don't even need to worry about that. Next thing, let's say you wanted to discard an item and like it was in your inventory and you don't know how to get rid of it. You can just go here, say I want to get rid of this, and I just throw it in the discard, and it disappears. But yeah, you can see here, I can show you the jump boost going at a diagonal without the extra stuff. Yeah, you can get a little bit of height, and you can do that for pretty much anything. I ran out of stamina. I guess not there exactly, but like, I mean, you can run out of bin, for example. Maybe not, because I suck at running at things, but like, oh, like here, for example. As long as you hit the corner, which I apparently can't do. Well, you get what I'm saying. I'm bad at it. I don't normally do it. It's not something I normally do. But like this car, for example, I mean, you can see, you get a little height and get up here. Next, if you have stuff, in your inventory, you should always make sure they're at least like 1 space apart. Like say, this all was contraband. Don't have it next to each other because when they're doing the searching thing, it's just a pain to try to get that timing right. So just have it spaced out. That's handy. Now, if I go to the casino, I can show you a nice thing that allowed me to get a lot of money really early on. And it's pretty much just gambling, but you got some, oh, I thought your eyes were, oh, I see. Okay. You just basically, you go here, you put max bet, whatever the max bet is, 100, for example. And you don't have to do it with all these, but basically the trick, you just sit here, you go like this. Because you can just sit here and gain money, and it's pretty much guaranteed that over a long period of time, you're going to gain money. I had this AFK with just a clicker, clicking this while I was sleeping. I gained like 100 and a couple thousand, you know, during my sleep, which is, it was really nice because then it allowed me the next morning to immediately go out and buy things. These two, you can make some money, especially with Ride the Bus, but Ride the Bus is a little bit difficult because you obviously got to guess everything right in a row. But yeah. Let's see. Also, if you're making a deal and let's say someone like a police officer staring at you or something, and you start seeing that question mark, all you have to do is break their line of sight. So let's say this is a police officer. I can't close it now, but okay. Say this is a police officer, and I'm making a deal right here, and you start seeing the question mark. You just go here, it goes away. Pretty simple. Also, you should always time your sales for late night. Like I'm talking about like the 12 to 4, whatever it is. The late night timing. For example, I go here and I go 12 to 6. That's when you want to do it because then that will be up forever. Like once it hits 4 in the morning, time doesn't advance anymore. It won't advance the next day till you sleep. So it gives you as much time as you need to be able to get that order done. You're not in a time constraint, and you also get bonus money when it's late at night past curfew. And that's another thing. You shouldn't worry about curfew. Like it's really, it doesn't matter. It's easy to avoid the cops, and it's not very hard. Like don't worry about it. It's not as scary as it looks. Also, if at a bus stop, oh geez, bus stop, for example, this one, if you just get in there, you get up onto here, and you just spam space, like this, and you just step out, you'll fly up. Like you could fly basically anywhere. It just allows you to get to some places you can't normally get to. But see, you just break the line of sight and they're gone. But yeah, that's a fun one for getting around. Now you can pair that with the anti-gravity and whatever, just go to the atmosphere. The next thing is you should try to make it so all of your the things you're selling are at least pick up. Oh yeah, are at least addictive in some way. Like you want to be selling things that are addictive because the more addicted your customers are to your product, the more they're willing to pay and the more they're willing to buy. Just want to say, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. And if you have any more tips or anything that you think could help a new player or even a more advanced player, please, put them in the comments. Help the community out. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more like it, maybe think about hitting that subscribe button. So see ya.